Okay, welcome back. Part 2. We're going to do the tea. So, last opportunity to ask your questions, invite all your energy into the tea, and then I read the leaves. Okay? So. Oh, and I realized last video I said the lovers when it was actually the Two of Cups, but that technically is the lovers card. It's just not the exact lovers card. But to me, it's even better than the lovers card because lovers just means you guys are feeling mutual attraction there, and that there is definitely a connection. But the Two of Cups is like an actual commitment, so that's the difference. That it could mean it's like a divinely guided union. It's a very very spiritual connection. Could be soulmate, could be twin flame. It's a unified love and partnership, and it could even mean proposal. So that's the difference. Okay, we've got our tea. Every last little leaf, get up out of there. Oh, I'm being messy today. The cup is overflowing. Ask your last questions. What does the collective need to know about this reading? That was obviously a love reading. 3, 2, and 1. I like to let that sit for a moment because sometimes it's still just going into place. The liquid guides the leaves in whatever position they need to be in. Ooh, okay. We've got something coming in. It's moving a little slow, but it's moving. You see that? Mm-hmm. Somebody's traveling towards you, or you're traveling towards them, but it is moving a little slower. Oh, this is a good reading. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I like to do the saucer first. Dun, dun, dun. We've got heavy Aquarius energy. Let's see. Heavy Sagittarius energy. We've got a wish fulfillment coming in because there's one big, like a chunk of fruit and a seed on the star. And it's in the second points placement. So 2 is the number of union, connection, harmony, balance. Wow. Okay. What else do we got going on? There's like this pool right in the middle, which is interesting. That normally doesn't happen. Literally, like all of our energy, all of this emotional stuff has culminated to this deep pool of emotions and feelings here, right over the star's energy, right over this wish fulfillment. Or star energy could be, it's like a healing. It's a beautiful healing energy of this wish coming in. What else do we got? All right, no, that's Aries. Virgo. Got Capricorn energy. So heaviest Aquarius, second heaviest Capricorn, third is Sag. But something's happening like within the next few days for my Capricorns, which we are in Capricorn energy. So Cappy's out there. Something's coming in for you. Same thing with Aquarius here, which is another one of our major water signs. I love that with all this water taking place. But there's 2 seed placements underneath Cappies. So you guys definitely have 2 major things coming in. Okay. Yep, probably shouldn't have done that in the pool of emotions. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Well, we've been in a separation. There has been no communication at all, and there probably won't be until next week. Next week it cuts off, but it gets cut off very very slowly and softly. Like it's like just sprinkled in there. We got some fairy dust of leaves coming through to sever that separation. So that's telling me it's not going to be like a grand apology or love confession right off the bat. It might start with like, hey, how are you? Been thinking about you, something like that. Just come in a little stronger later. And there is a wand towards the end of the month or into the second month. So end of January into February. That's telling me like somebody's finding their purpose here, their passion. Okay. Wow. Underneath we have like a mountain range, and mountain ranges typically lead towards success, right? It's this venture that you've been going on towards progress, making it up that mountain. Of course, it's going to be challenging, but it's very fruitful at the end, and it usually concerns your career, but it's just a stand for success in some kind of direction. The number 4 could be significant, but I also see it like I don't see it. It looks like a pitchfork kind of, but it's not 3-pronged. It's 2-pronged. So maybe that's like a tuning fork. Like you're tuning into your success and what you should be focused on. Or also, it's giving me like a magnet. You're magnetically drawing this in. Oh, my apologies. I've had such, I don't want to say bad congestion, but a lot of it. I wish I could get paid for the amount of snot that comes out of my nose. Who wants to buy it? I'll start the bid at $5. Okay, continuing. What is this? I see a sword and a wand underneath this venture towards your success into February. But it's like the wand, like the purpose is cutting into the sword energy. So you're getting clarity on your purpose. And like once you find that clarity on in your purpose, it's like X marks the spot. You're gonna finally start to see what direction you need to head in, which is towards the torch, which is like your dedication and progress towards this. It's like a trail. This trail, it's windy. Leads to, I see a black cat, and I also see like a menorah, but I only see 2 candles lit. Interesting. A menorah under the torch. My Jewish friends, what does a menorah signify? I know it's like lighting each candle is significant in something. What does 2 represent? You guys will know better than me. Okay. What is that little animal? A capybara? A little cappy guy. He's a cute little guy. I forget what his name is. Is that what it is? You guys tell me in the comments. He's under here too, under this progress. Do they move slow? I feel like there's kind of slow creatures, but they're cute. And I'm sure that they're like diligent. Like they work hard at whatever they got to do, making their nests, finding food. So, progress may be a little slow, but it's good. It's like, It's happening. We've got another wand placement under this progress. So really, it's like you're finding your purpose and your passions. And that's what's driving this this progress forward. Okay, snake energy. It's at a slant here. So I like this. It's like we haven't been dealing with anybody too jealous or shady in the last couple of weeks. But the fact that this is slanted kind of gives me, like a seesaw vibe. Like right now, there's nothing, but it could easily be tipped into the other direction. So just be mindful if there is anybody that you do have to worry about that you can't trust, or a snake in the grass, so to speak. We are still exiting the year of the snake. Like we haven't fully stepped into the year of the horse yet. So it's just this last little bit of like falling off, right? It's the last little bit of shedding on this diagonal. We have a mushroom here too. So it's all connected. All of this is connected on our journey. Mycelium network through growth, and things do have to die and decay and to be reborn, for you to grow new skin, right? Got a boomerang too. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just be mindful that it could easily be tipped back or be flung back at you. So just watch out for that energy. Okay. Ooh, somebody's got some fertile ideas, or some kind of fertility right now is happening on the brim. But then we don't have much new fertile energy for a couple of weeks. And then it's on the same slope. So it does come in stronger. Just be mindful if you do have these like creative projects or ideas that you're starting, you could feel like you've got a lot of these ideas brewing, and you're very fertile with like trying to make it happen. But if you don't take action on that, then they could slowly slide off. So just keep that in mind. Okay. These ideas or this fertility has something to do with some financial stuff or matters of the family. But we have T placements inside the cage. So somebody's feeling very like trapped with these responsibilities. Or, it's, I don't know, actually, it's funny. Maybe that's how you were feeling, because the bird is actually outside of the bird cage. So that's great. It's like maybe you already took care of your financial responsibilities and your family matters, and now you feel free because you did that prior to the end of the year, or you're able to do that now. I see like a basket with a harvest in there. So there's like fruits and veggies, and so obviously we're feeling this abundance now, which is good. Maybe we're not so worried about finances anymore, and that's what leads in towards this fertile energy. Just be mindful that there could be a snake correlated to this. But I think your passion will guide you into the right direction. And it is making you a better person. It's like teaching you all of these responsibilities and lessons. This purpose is guiding you. I see one of those, what do you call it? My mom used to have them on a brooch. It's like this woman's head on a brooch, a silhouette of her. There's a name for it, and I'm forgetting it. But there's this woman, and she's looking forward. So that's good. Like, past taking care of any family issues or financial affairs, and she's looking forward. But there is like this like scarf being blown in front of her. So just, again, be mindful not to be blinded by anything that's necessary to be seen here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. It's like all of these lessons have been stacked upon one another. You know those rocks that are perfectly stacked onto each other and then they balance by babbling creeks? Some people do this. Well, it's like each one of these was your lessons of bettering yourself on this spiritual journey. And it's connected. There's a string, the string of fate connected to this other rock. And then a path of pebbles leading towards the spiritual enlightenment journey. So that's cool. There is a commitment coming in, like this week, in a week, because we have heavier placements underneath the church. And again, I always like to remind you guys, it doesn't matter your religion. It's just, I'll show you guys right here. See the church placement? You don't have to be religious at all. What the church placement represents is a place of worship, a place of faith, a place of commitment sometimes, of, that's where you get married, or that's where you could even go for a funeral. So sometimes funeral energy might come up for that. I'm not reading that in this, but usually it's some kind of connection to the spiritual knowing of something greater that's unseen, right? So you're connected to this spiritual sense now. And it could also mean that a commitment's coming through if I want to correlate it to the cards that was here earlier. So, yeah, I'm seeing the letter U. So unity is coming up in mind. It's beautiful. These leaves are like making one of those crowns. It reminds me of like those Greek gods or goddesses that would put the crown over their head. Hello, Bogart. What else is coming up? Kind of looks like a dragonfly. Dragonflies under here. That's all about renewal and hello. He's so funny. Yeah, there is a commitment coming in because we've got the heart key and there's a bird underneath the heart key and a butterfly. Wow, a lot of transformation here. This is beautiful. There's a new opportunity here. Like the door is opening up for you guys, for this love to really transform. And it almost looks like two birds. Like, but they're just so close together that it looked like one, but I feel like it's two. And this butterfly. Wow, it's like the two birds were like separated at once, and as soon as they come together, this transformation happens within both parties. And there's a worm a little further away, which I feel like it could be a worm, could be a caterpillar. So the birds are going after this this little worm, which is nutrients, abundance. Or it could be like somebody is still in that cocoon, but they're looking towards the butterfly, like, oh wow, that's what I'm going to become. That's beautiful. Even if they can't see it yet, right? That may be blinded to them when they're in the cocoon, but they sense it. We've got a lot of fan energy coming up, which came up in our, excuse you, Bogart, which came up in our cards as well. So it's all about romance, celebration parties, maybe a gathering here at the end of the month or into February. Yeah, we're definitely balancing something. Maybe balancing this this romance and responsibilities, because it's giving Two of Pentacles vibes, where we've got the jester and he's trying to juggle this big stick instead of two pentacles. He's juggling this big stick. You know how like you're walking on a tightrope and he's got the stick to help him balance. A lot of love energy into January. January, this floods in. It floods in strong. It's like a clear cut of there was no affection or love or emotional display until like now there is, because it's sprinkled in. We've got a clear line of leaves, and then afterwards the heavier leaves start to come in. Somebody's walking in a new perspective. I see a shoe here. So it's like somebody's walking, and the shoe is heading towards that celebration, that party with the fan. So yeah, it's like they finally are moving towards romance. They've put on these new shoes, and they are seeing it from a different perspective. Wow, I see a dragon. Wow, it's definitely a dragon. I was going to say maybe a phoenix, but it's definitely a dragon. And this dragon is flying in towards the love. It's crossing the placement of the hand, which could be a challenge or like a difference of opinion. But to me, dragons are such beautiful, misunderstood creatures. I'm not a dragon slayer. I rescue and protect dragons. So when a dragon is flying from the challenge in towards the heartfelt affection and emotions of the heart space, that's telling me like you're protected from whatever challenges or different opinions from outside third parties are coming in. Like you're protected from that. Don't even worry, because they gotta be gone with it. I love that. It's like clearly a dragon. Can you see the dragon right here? Okay. I also see it could be like a little seahorse, but no, because it's got these big wings. Anywho. And we've got an angel. Yeah, we've got a clear angel, and it's like one of those holiday angels that you put at the top of the tree toppers. The angel, you're divinely protected and guided here. They're watching over any of these potential challenges or third-party energies that do not belong, so don't even worry about them. Don't even worry. This is so funny. I don't want to get flagged, but I see a very phallic-looking object. Looks like a personal massager. I'll say that. So I feel like if you're having any challenges, just handle it yourself. And you'll be just fine. Okay, moving in. There's definitely a letter. There's definitely a message coming through. The letter V could mean something. I don't know, victory is what I just heard. We've got another shoe. The other shoe, it's a matching shoe. It's another brown little shoe, or a black shoe, like a boot, is underneath the love letter. So there's definitely a message coming in, like the other end of the perspective. The other shoe is over here. The V is upside down, just to note that, and so is the shoe. So actually there's a couple of shoes. So it's like they've been trying on these different shoes before they get this correct perspective. But since the V is upside down, like victory's upside down, maybe they're kind of worried about sending in this message because it is very light energy. Again, it's like sprinkled in lighter before it comes in heavier. So their initial like, hey, they could feel like it's going to be a loss of a victory. Like maybe they'll get rejected or... So that's why it's coming in timid. We have a heart that's upside down too. So yeah, that's exactly it. They're just feeling like, do I want to do this? I don't know if I want to go through this rejection. Or maybe it's a bit of like not wanting to hurt somebody else's heart again. So their heart has been upside down and kind of weighing out the challenges with this. But it's coming in. We've got the full moon placement again. Again, it comes in soft. It's just like fairy dust sprinkled in. And then it comes in heavier with some bigger leaves. So the full moon for me tells me all about this like passionate love. Because we've got the crescent moon and the full moon. But the full moon is like a love affair is going to begin again. We've got a hammer here. Ooh, I've got to sneeze. Confirmation. Confirmation. Like I need another tissue and I didn't bring my tissue box, you guys. 1 second. Sorry about that. You want a tissue? Okay. I told you I've been dealing with this congestion. What the heck? Okay. Where are we at? So, yes, there's a lot of passion coming through here. We've got a strawberry. Ooh, maybe strawberries are significant. Did you guys eat strawberries together? Strawberries next to a mountain. Yeah, you've got to climb that mountain to get to the fruit, baby. It almost looks like a chocolate-covered strawberry, too. So, it's sweet. It's going to be so sweet once you get it. Wow. And the hammer. It's almost like an axe, too. Something really has to be cut in order for this passion to come through. You've got to slice through any of the old paradigms. And, you know, it just takes work. It takes a bit of work, but it's okay. We're getting through there. There's a flag here, too. It's a green flag. That's good. Green flag means go. And we've got this little dragon. It's the baby dragon sitting on a rock. This is protected. So much passion, so much heat. Okay, we've made it. Full circle. So somebody's seeing you. Somebody's seeing you in a beautiful light. There's a wish fulfillment here with some a lot of heavy on the star energy, actually. But we do have the crescent moon too. So it's like social recognition. People are seeing you. Your person's seeing you. They may even be watching you. Because they're all on the outside of the crescent moon. Nothing is on or inside the crescent moon. So yeah, people from the outside are seeing you, watching you. There's this new start is slow to happen. We do have the sun energy, which is all about success, a new beginning, new energy, happiness. But there's only like one little leaf on the middle of the sun, and then every other leaf is like sprinkled on the outside around it. So this new beginning is going to be slower to happen, but it's coming in. What else do we got? Saturn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things to be lost. One of the things looks like a bottle. You know, like how they put those messages in a bottle. Maybe a message was lost. It should have got to you, but it wasn't. It didn't go through. If you had blocked them or something, I don't know. A seed, so an idea of some kind or something that could have been born but hasn't been, was lost. And a rock. And then like a twig here. I don't know. Looks very phallic-like again. Could be literal things, physical, tangible things that will be lost. But I always say, you've got to make space for the things that are meant to come in. So some things may have to be lost. It could also be energetic things, old mindsets, old belief systems. We do have Venus energy coming through. So there is love. You're feeling love. It's on the brim of Venus. Nothing, well, there's kind of tiny little leaves on the inside of Venus, but most of them are heavily on the outside of Venus, on the bottom. So it's like it's like you're rooting into this love, which is better. I think that kind of love is better than a heady love, when it's really had time to grow underneath the earth and establish its root system and then flourish upward. But you're feeling this. It's definitely like working from the outside in, penetrating through. You like that kind of love. Jupiter, there is an important decision that has to be made. Sorry, guys. Everything's falling all over the place. Yeah, there's an important decision that has to be made, surrounded with this healing, surrounded with this wish fulfillment coming in. But as soon as it's made, the wish is there. It's like heavy energy on this star. We love that. Yeah. Okay, Mercury too. There's definitely a journey here. I see 2 major leaves on opposite ends. So it's like probably you guys. And then X marks the spot is in the middle. So you guys, it's telling me you guys will have to journey towards each other. Not just one person going to the other. That's an equal give and take. It has to be reciprocity, right? On this journey. Yeah, action needs to be taken. We have Mars energy. I'm not seeing anything too heavy, and nothing's crossing over into the snake or the torch realm. So it's just action. There needs to be action internally. So it's coming from you and externally from your partner. There needs to be action on both ends. And there's good luck. There's good luck surrounding this. Nothing too heavy. We only got 1 major leaf on the second leaf of the clover. So again, the 2 energy, 2 union is coming in. But it's like this fairy dust has been sprinkled. This good luck around this whole situation is coming in from all around. Wow. All right, guys, that's it. Here you go. Cheers. Oh yeah, my name's Kat. This is my channel, Pure Premonitions. Sorry I'm stuffy today, but wish me healing and love, and hopefully in the next couple of days, I will be back to my normal self. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.